Right, hello and welcome to the Savvy Gadgetz channel with me, Ian, otherwise known as Ven, and my live stream on Sunday afternoons, 1 o'clock, of Project Zomboid. Now, what you're looking at is the Project Zomboid map in its entirety, and the link is in the description below. But this is the map.projectzomboid.com, and you can see all these different blue dots which are points of interest. And originally the map just cut off there, but a few months ago they brought in this area of the map, which is called Louisville. It's a city, and it's by far one of the biggest new play areas that they've introduced. We have had a look at this in previous playthroughs, and we sort of like had a look around the top end of this bit here, and we also went to the end of the bridge and tried to walk off the end of the map, and that just didn't happen, which I suppose is a good thing. But we're playing a character that has started from fresh 3 or 4 months after a different character has already played through this save. So the original characters, they're hauled up over here by this lake in this house. I've quite a car collection. They've raided, started off in Roseville, made a base out of the fire station here. Raided this place left, right and centre, and then moved over to here, and we did varying things with those characters like mechanics and foraging and this, that and the other. So, hey Joe, hello there, good vibes to you, sir. So that's where those characters are at, that's where they're staying, and because they were surviving so well, I started a new character 4 months after their playthrough. And instead of making life easy for myself and going for Rosewood, which is an easier place to start, I actually went over to the hardest place to start, which is West Point. And then my first character lasted 1 playthrough. It got bitten at the very end, which was quite amusing. It was funny. But then the second character survived a lot longer, still continuing to survive, and managed to make a home base out of this house just here by the lake. So again, this character is surviving well. We have plenty of food. We are missing some items. I actually finally managed to get a roasting pan last week, which I then cooked a roast with, because food and cooking, it all helps with your character's happiness and well-being. If you just don't bother cooking food, then it makes the character unhappy and depressed, and the only way to solve that is with medication. And that's not always a good thing. So we've also started some farming. We've actually, even though it is winter, according to the clock on my character's watch, I think it was coming up to the winter solstice, 21st of December. But we've actually grown some carrots. We've got some potatoes on the go, and we've got some strawberries. Now, foraging hasn't given us a great deal of food, so we're relying on trapping to provide us with some meat. Again, fishing, my fishing skill is low, and because we've started late on in the game, sort of late on in the save, and it's winter, I don't think foraging is quite working, because you don't find berries and mushrooms in the winter generally, and the fish don't seem to be being particularly forthcoming either. But I'm still trying to level my fishing. I'm still trying to level my foraging for when spring comes along, and we can then start picking food again off the floor. And the mushrooms themselves, they appear after rainfall. So we'll be demonstrating foraging as I usually do. We'll be demonstrating fishing. We'll be doing some farming. And we might even go on a raid, because I'm still missing a needle. The reason I need a needle, and I can't use a suture needle, I actually have to have a proper needle and some thread, and then I can patch up clothes and increase my tailoring skills. So that's where we are, that's where we're at. So this week I'm just drinking some coffee. It's Kenko Americano, one of their Millicano instants, which I just drink generally, and I have to right an incredible wrong on the snack department, because I've had snacks from Jack's. Yes, that Jack's no longer exists. Some nice cheesy balls, and they were very nice. I've had snacks from Tesco's. I've had snacks from Sainsbury's, and I've indeed had snacks from Morrison's. But you may notice that there is a name missing off that list, and I'm righting that wrong today. For today, I have some Asda salt and vinegar party bites. There we go. That's what I'm eating today. They look interesting. And salt and vinegar is one of my favourite flavours. Hey, Supertone, good morning to you. Hope you and Joe have had a good week. So that's where we are. That's where we're at. This character is surviving well. We've got plenty of stocks of food. What are you doing? Oh, you've just turned your lighter on, haven't you? It's fumbling my keys. No, don't turn it on. E key. I've got a nasty habit of doing that. And that's because I've been playing a lot of Warzone recently. Yes, Caldera Clash is back in Warzone. And I'm avidly playing that as much as I can. I've managed to level quite 2 SMGs, sniper rifle. I'm working on the Vigo 52. And then I'm currently working on the Swiss K31 as well. Just to level them up, so I've got access to all of the accessories that come with them. But my character is slowly dying of malnutrition here, so what we'll do is we will open the can of bolts and we'll create a salad from... I could use random vegetables, but we'll actually go with a bowl of oatmeal. Quick, easy, and gets rid of quite a bit of your hunger. You've had a socks incident. Care to explain? What do you mean by a socks incident? That's a bit bizarre, to say the least. It has to be said. Put it in the corner cupboard. Because I am running out of space as well. I've been such a hoarder. But, you know, in times of need... well, at least I've still got 5 cans of dog food. What else can I eat? What else can I eat? That's can of oats. Oats are really good. Soup. Don't really need soup. What's in the other cupboard? Because I have been canned potatoes. There we go. Potatoes. Open the canned potatoes. And we'll have some potatoes. There we go. I am having to rely heavily on cans because actually finding food is becoming something of a pain. Right, but I'm full, and I'm bored, apparently. So let's go out and do something. Let's see if we can find some zombies. Right, foraging. Foraging used to be a case of you would right-click the ground, and it would give the option to... Yeah. Joe, what are you like, mate? You know, it's cold. It's well, actually, in my playthrough it's cold, so I would expect to find lots of socks on the zombies. Okay, yeah, cool. Right, so I'll just explain some foraging, but I actually, so like this week, I actually received, I've got to say this is just bizarre. I just never expected this to be a thing. But you may know that I play Star Trek Fleet Command on my mobile. I actually play it on the PC as well. What happened is this week I actually took on a new phone. I actually got a Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus, and I gave my daughter Amelie the old S10 that I've had for the Plus for the last few years. And I've played Star Trek Fleet Command on it so much, she noticed the following day that it had burnt the icons from the GUI of Star Trek Fleet Command onto the screen. You could actually see them, and I could actually see them, and I didn't notice until she had pointed them out. How's that? I just didn't think that sort of screen damage was a thing anymore. I thought that only happened on those old green screens that you used to get. Anyway, that side. So back to foraging. So foraging, what you used to do is you used to right click on the ground. You could search for specific things, and then your character would squat on the ground where you clicked, and they would forage the area. Not anymore. Now you need to use this icon over here, this magnifying glass, and you get this investigate area option. Now you get some clues on how this works, that's the tips, and you get an idea of what you're being affected by. with the vision effectiveness. So you can still enable the focus, but it doesn't seem to work because, again, it's the 23rd of the 12th. The winter solstice has been and gone 2 days until it's Christmas time in PZ. Or in my PZ, anyway. But you enable the search, and what that does is that brings in, if I just set it plain, is it brings like a circle of, well, not influence, but like a vision radius around you. Now, your vision and what you find is affected by daylight. It's affected by the mood of your character. It's affected by the weather. And that all shows up here under this eye icon. And it will tell you whether or not how badly you're being affected by these things. And the green ones are positives. The orange one is bad. But you can negate some of this by crouching. And that gives you a +10 to your vision effectiveness. But if you also right-click the floor so that you're aiming with your weapon, and then you have a look, it actually gives you a +33. However, this is a lot slower because you're walking at a snail's pace, of course. So what we'll do is I'll just crouch, get the +10 bonus, and then it's this urban area. It says here urban area, and it tells you what you'll find. Oh, right, okay, so we've found something. And you can see the eye icon popped up, and you've got this little arrow pointing to whatever that is. Right click on it, and it says it's a fountain cup. What's a fountain cup? Now you can pick it up, use it, or discard it. I'm going to discard it. That gave me 28 XP. But you will still get XP either way. So back to this, and you see that this has now changed. It's now changed to forest. It says firewood is common, food, berries, and stones are rare. And that changes if it rains, because even though it still rains or it snows in the game, after snow or rainfall, mushrooms become more, well, they grow, they're more abundant after that time. But again, it's winter, I'm not finding anything. So the best place to find food during the winter, and although this hasn't exactly worked out for us, is under vegetation. Now you can find food in urban areas. You see, foraging never really used to be a thing in urban areas. That was the problem. But you can now find in urban areas dead animals and stones and things like that. It's a lot more useful as a skill to have, rather than being a get out into the rural countryside and then you can find something to eat. So again, I'm not sure how this focus is supposed to work in winter, because let's face it, it's not going to be a thing. Right, so we are baiting traps and we're not having much luck with that. That's still got bait in it. That's still got bait in it. That's good. All right, and we've found something. There's the eye icon, and we've found some twigs. Let's discard them. Don't need twigs. Again, it's a firewood, and because I've moved into vegetation, so I've moved into deep forests. Where deep forest again, twigs. Don't want twigs, but again, it gives us the experience. And so we walk around like so until we find things we're looking for. Hopefully, come March time, in-game, that is, because it's April at the minute, we will start finding food again. Now, I have found rose hips, and rose hips work well as a food. You can use them in a salad. That's why I have a bowl in my inventory and a knife, because you can create a salad out of them, and it makes a quick meal that makes you quite happy. It helps your happiness, so you're less likely to suffer from depression and that sort of thing. Now, my character traits are, of course, I went with a different setup with this character. I usually go with Outdoorsman, which I've done this time, and I usually go for Inconspicuous for sneaky. And then I also tend to go with, what else do I usually have? No, it doesn't matter. But let's have a look. Let's just pause the game. So I've actually got quite a lot of traits up here, as you can see, and rather than zoom in on that, so I'm very underweight. That's because my character isn't eating huge amounts of food. It's because I'm not finding huge amounts of food to eat. Hopefully that will improve when winter goes. Out of shape. Now, we've had a debate about that on this channel, of whether you can actually put yourself back into shape by doing exercise. Because you can actually, on the, I think it's on the health app, do some exercise, and that improves your overall health. But it also creates fatigue, and if you're having to fight zombies, then you might not survive. So I've also got thick skinned, I've got light eater, there's inconspicuous. Now wakeful keeps you awake at night, so you can do more. But obviously, if you're doing more, you're wearing out your energy levels quicker, and you need more food. Outdoorsman's very useful. It helps prevent you from getting colds and basically a sniffle, and so that you're coughing and sneezing and attracting the zombies. More useful, not just useful out here where if you end up walking through a bush, you're less likely to get scratched, but also so that you're not going to get cuts and bruises and bleeding and that kind of thing. But again, it helps you in the town. So if it rains a lot, you're not going. If you get damp, you get cold. You're going to catch a cold. It helps prevent that. But because I've got so many positive traits, I've had to offset it with these negatives. And the negatives that I actually took were hard of hearing, slow reader, and obviously out of shape. Now, because this is a starting trait, we're wondering whether we can actually get rid of it through exercise. Now, I am actually underweight, which is bad. So I need to try and sort that out, because this has an effect on your ability to fight and how effective you are as a fighter. So, anyway, back to the game. And we are not finding much in terms of anything, but leveling. We're still leveling foraging by doing this, by finding things and either picking them up or discarding them. So, I'm hoping to find food. I just don't think it's going to be a thing because... we found stones, don't need stones, but again, XP. So let's have a look at my skills. As you can see, my foraging is really pretty good, and I'm very close to leveling it, as it happens. So it won't be long before I'm at level 6, and then hopefully... Oh, look, I found two things. What have we got? We've got some twigs and some twigs. Discard the twigs, and discard the twigs. Don't need them, got twigs. Alright, so let's go into the forest. In deep forest where firewood is very common. Of course, whilst you're doing this, you may already come across zombies, so make sure you have a weapon in your hand. And don't do it at night, because when this sort of like focuses or defocuses around you... Oh, here we go, more twigs. Spotting zombies is extremely difficult. And, you know, the hard of hearing also makes it difficult for you because they can sneak up behind you a lot easier. So let's see if we can just level this off. Get another level in foraging. So it shouldn't take too long. It just depends on whether a character can be bothered to find anything. There we go. Now, tree branches. Tree branches are really useful because if you find... Oh, there we go. We've gone up to foraging +1. So hopefully that means I find stuff a lot more easy. Or not, as the case may be. So, let me have a look at our skills. So there we go. Up to level 5 foraging. So I've got one more level in there before I need to read the next book to get the experience. As you can see, I've got these arrows. I've got the full multiplier 8 of experience there. So I'm getting the most out of my foraging. Right, there we go. Oh, look, two things. That's good. Right, so chipstones. So chipstones and tree branches, you can use those to create spears. Spears are one of the more useful weapons in the game. They will also, if you're crafting them, they will help you level your carpentry skill. And the higher your carpentry skill, the better your spears will be. They will do more damage and have better condition on them, so they will last longer. Now the nice thing about spears is because they're sharp and pointy, is you can actually fight through fences with them. The zombies can't attack you, but you can attack the zombies. At least that's the theory. And theories are treacherous. Oh, I haven't seen a pine cone for a while. Pine cones are actually pretty useful. They're useful as firewood, just like tree branches are. But twigs are used to light fires. So, but there is one problem with lighting fires. You either need matches or a lighter. You can't just rub a couple of sticks together or make yourself a fire starting kit, which is a bit sad, really, I think. Right, so that's enough foraging for the time being. Let's walk properly. So as you can see, my farm is thriving. We'll check the water levels. And quickly see how my plants are doing. Come back to the traps about 5-ish this evening. So right click and go info. It's well watered. Well watered. Well watered. I think actually rainfall is fine. Fine. Well watered. Okay, great. So they're all well watered, so that's not a problem. Potatoes will grow. So I've got carrots on this row, potatoes on this row. I've only got 2, and then strawberries on this one. Now the idea being is that I'm going to let these ones go to seed, so I have more seeds, or to see what I get out of them. Because I haven't really done a lot of farming in game. It's never been a thing, but it's going to keep me alive. It's going to help keep me alive. Right, now you might see this construction here outside my house. This is my fresh water supply. So behind this window is the sink, and this sink is plumbed in to that water barrel. And that water barrel is on the level above, and it's in the 8 squares around the sink. So it's actually on the above my head. And then using a pipe wrench, and it has to be a pipe wrench, go to the sink once you've built that up there, and you can plumb that in. I've got a generator if I want to power my house. Of course, that uses that generates electricity. I've done it again. I keep pressing F. I don't know why I keep pressing F. Like I say, I've been playing far too much Warzone. Well, I don't press F in. Well, I usually do. You use F quite a lot. So what I did to create this platform is open this window, and with my carpentry skill, hammer and nails and planks, built a platform out here. Yeah, I pressed E, and then I came along here and I built these 2 and something to stop me from falling off. Yay! And then this, when it rains or snows, this gathers water. This one isn't plumbed in. What I'm hoping to do is get another sink from one of the other houses. For that I need a propane torch and a welding mask, but I haven't found one of those yet, so let's get inside. But that's where we stand. So that's foraging. Right, so from here, let's grab a frying pan. Let's grab the griddle pan, actually. We'll create a stir fry. Now, I'm going to create a stir fry from random vegetables. So let's do that. This is my carrots. So we can then add cans, open cans, and add to it. So this is actually going to be here. Let's have a look at it properly. At the moment, it gives us a minus hunger of 8, minus thirst of 4, and a minus unhappiness. So what we can do is we can add the dog food. No, don't add the dog food. We'll add the can of tomatoes. Did I see Trollmart? Trollmart, yes, hello. Missed you last week, dude. And then we can add the stir fry. We can add the tomatoes, and that increases the nutritional value of the stir fry. It's now 19 and 12 minus 12 thirst and minus 10 unhappiness. So we'll go and cook that on our barbecue. Again, I could use the generator. So let's go over here. Here's my twig stash. So I'm going to pick up some twigs off the floor. There we go. And then I'm going to light the barbecue. I'm going to add the pine cone, actually. Because I think the barbecue, last time I looked at the barbecue, it didn't have a lot of fuel in it. So if I look at it and go info, it now has 3 hours and 6 minutes. So we're going to light it with the twigs and the lighter. They really need to add another way of lighting things without having to need a twig, you know, the need a lighter or matches. Right, so that's on there cooking. You can see it's got its nutritional value, and you can now see that it's cooking. So that will take a small while. So now it's time to have a sip of coffee. Ah, oh, yeah, I love coffee. And I'm going to have my Crispies. Yeah, let's see what these taste like. Okay. And that's a good salt and vinegar flavour, has to be said. Different textures with different types of crisps, because you've got like these long ones. You've got these ones. Ah, nice, lovely. Right. Speed that up a bit. Let's just pin it. If I can, my ability to mouse aim is why I'm so bad at Warzone. Wait for it to finish cooking. It's now burning, so we grab it, put it up the barbecue, and then stuff it. There we go. Eat. And this will relieve me of hunger, thirst, and unhappiness. Fantastic. There you go. No, not all of my thirst has gone. Let's unpin that. Yes, unfortunately it's true, I cannot aim for toffee in Warzone at all. I am rubbish. It's official. Right, so let's have a go at fishing. Right, you can fish in different ways. If you have a worm or an insect, you can fish with those, but you need a fishing rod. You can create a fishing rod if you really wanted, using a tree branch, a paperclip, and some twine. Or you can go spearfishing if you've created a spear. I've got one in my backpack. Or you can use lures, and provided that those items are in your backpack when you approach a body of water, like so, and you right click, you get the option of fishing, and then depending on what you've got in your inventory will depend on what turns up here. Right, so I've only got a crafted spear, so that's what I'm going to do. Try doing that. Now so far, I hate that dialogue sitting in the way. So far I have caught nothing. And like I say, because it's winter, I'm not expecting to, but every time I stab at the water, every time the character tries, we can see that eventually, because I have actually, see, it's slowly going up. It's like 21, 125, it's now 22, so it is going up slowly. But I'm not catching anything, otherwise it would be listed in the dialogue. I'm now hungry and thirsty again. And it doesn't seem to matter what time of day I do this, so. Now I was wondering whether it's because I keep fishing in this bit. And you see it actually says it's got an abundance, 100% abundance, but you're still not catching anything. But this water is useful for a few different reasons, which is why I'm here. You can wash yourself, wash your clothing, that kind of thing. I did say wash, didn't I? Yourself, there we go. Yeah, these are nice Crispies, I have to say. Now you can drink this water even though it is tainted. So it's not recommended, but it's also a source of water which you can then cook on the barbecue or on a stove or even on an open fire. It will make you feel a bit queasy because it's tainted, but then again, I guess because I've got the outdoorsman trait, that doesn't last too long. And I wash all my clothing as well because just about everything is covered in gore. Not alcohol, but gore. The washing is quicker if you've got a bar of soap as well. Washing clothes, washing yourself. Cafe. Not McCafe, but cafe. So, a needle. Hungry, thirsty, the usuals. It hasn't rained for a while either. That's a bit sad. Right, so let's just get a drink, get something quick to eat. Let's open a can of something. So with cans, yes, you need a can opener, but not all cans. Square cans, corned beef, sardines, and is it corned beef, sardines, pilchards? I always forget which one it is. They open with like a key on the side, just as you would in like you buy them from the stores. So if we take a look, so all of these round cans, they need a can opener. I don't think I've got any others actually saying that. I think I've used up all my square cans. I've still got plenty of dog food. Okay, so let's do the can of oats. Buy a bowl of oatmeal. It's nice, quick, easy. Takes the edge off your hunger. I wonder if you can do anything else for that. Right, so that's my hunger gone. Just have a drink out of my fresh water supply. Yay. Right, the griddle pan can go back in the... I've been carrying that around for a long time. And my character is tired. Before we go to bed. Just want to check on my carrots in my backpack. They're still fresh, good. Like if I'm desperate, I can use them in salad. I can, at least create myself a meal of something. Gonna go check my traps. I know it's only the box traps that got anything in them. Of course, I'm using carrots in those to bait them. They have to be a certain distance away from. So there's one trap, and there's two traps. Those ones aren't there. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Look. Check the trap. And we have a dead rabbit. I've caught a rabbit. I've actually done it. So, because I've got a knife, you can butcher the rabbit. And that turns it into usable meat, which we can then cook. So there we go. Not raw, which I did the other week, which was extremely bad. Honestly, I thought I was going to bonnet the farm with that one. The moment, because it was an accident with carrots. There we go, carrots. Let's check the other one. Has that still got carrots? No, the carrots have gone. Right, so there we go. I got the wabbit. Yeah, the wascally wabbit. Can't see. Where is it? There it is. Right. Yeah, not raw. I've got a roasting pan from last week. So it's as dark as ditch water out here. It really is. Yeah. It's a thing. No, I did a thing. Yes. So the other way you can do is the stick traps. You bait those with worms. You will catch birds. And finally, I've actually managed to catch a rabbit with carrots. It's the first time ever. And let's face it, I've been playing this game for years. And that says something about trapping. It has improved a lot over the last, God knows how long. The game in itself, it's still developing. It's still under development. And it's still an ongoing thing. People quite often ask me, which is the best apocalyptic game, and I always say, well, Project Zomboid is the most in-depth, and it is. There's so much you can do in this game, plus it's got a really, really big modding community. I'm running a couple of mods. I'm running Book Collection, the Katana mod, which doesn't seem to work, and the Bushcraft weapons, which also doesn't seem to be working. Because I've never, apart from seeing the Viking axe, I haven't seen any of the other weapons. And that's quite an interesting one, because the only reason I found the Viking axe is because it was sticking out of a zombie. Killed the zombie and took the axe. There we go. So, skills. Quick look at my skills. Because I think one of my skills... Oh, yeah, cooking. There we go. Cooking could do with some farming. My farming sucks. So, cooking, I think, is the more important one. So, I've got 2 bookshelves here, which you can't actually see. I've got all of the food, trapping, survival stuff on one, and then I've got all of the others, like electronics, mechanics, metalwork, and in the other one. So, here, I should have the cooking volume, and I've got... so I've done first level, so I need cooking intermediate, of cooking volume 2. There we go. So I'll read that for a while. And you'll see that this is because I took slow reader as a negative trait to give me more positive traits. This is going to take a while. But the good thing is you don't actually have to read it all at once. It's going up a bit better now because I've sped time up. But this also puts you in danger because... You know, if you're speeding up time for you, it's also speeding up time for the zombies, and they can just suddenly appear and kill you. But of course, I'm also really hungry now because I've been doing it. I'm thirsty again and tired. It's 10 to midnight on the day before Christmas Eve. There we go. So let's find something else to eat. Again, the problem is food. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a salad out of carrots. There we go. Eat that. That gives me a little bit of hunger, not a lot. What can I do? I can add salt as a spice, pepper as a spice, honey if I really wanted to, soy sauce. There we go. Mustard, salt. So I add some salt and pepper. And those will improve the ratings on it a bit. Unhappiness, -9. Fantastic. We'll eat that. It's not going to really resolve my hunger, that one. It's just going to make sure, because I'm technically eating raw carrot. It's just not going to make me miserable. So the rest of the carrots I'm going to put in the back there. And then I'm going to make another bowl of oatmeal. What can I do with the oatmeal? Nothing. You just eat it and that's it. Okay, fine. Thought having some sugar around would be useful. It's not really got rid of my hunger. I don't really want to eat the dog food, but needs must at times. Nothing quite right there. I just seem to be running out of food again. Is it all in the back of the car? See, I mean, candy. Have I emptied the car? I bet I haven't. For my last run. Okay, so the candy's taken the edge off of it. No, there we go. I've still got loads. I've still got some food in there. Loads of books. There's the pipe wrench that you need. Trapping. Oh yeah, I've got a muffin tray. Haha! And some leather jackets. Well, it's good cooking magazines that I have. One that I've read, one that I haven't read. And they just give you recipes. So I'll just read one of those quickly. Because it is now Christmas Eve in game. It is the 24th of the 12th. The nights will start getting lighter earlier. And I've just realised I'm doing this out of the back of a van, which is usually a bad idea. And I'm going to eat the crackers as well. And then go get some sleep. And there we go, eat the crackers. And then I will sort all of this tat out tomorrow. Because it is still very dark in the game. It's like, really? Alright, so it's now 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's sleep. Go on. Alright, so tomorrow we are eating rabbit. Oh, good grief, look, it's actually 9 o'clock in the morning. I actually slept in. Not yet. Not yet. It's Christmas Eve. It's not Christmas Day. It's not the 25th yet. But to celebrate, we're going to be eating, and I quote, roasting rabbit. I do need another roast pan. So if I go eat from rabbit, I'm kind of hoping, yes, it will actually create you 2 meals as well. Look, now I could add more to it, but that's already given me a minus hunger of 15 and an unhappiness of minus 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few bits and bobs to that. I'm going to roast. I'm going to add, I mean, I could add butter. I'm going to add some butter. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's now minus 20 and minus 10. I'm going to add some salt, because it looks like I've run out of pepper. And I almost ate it. Soy sauce. Oh, pepper, there we go. Oh, apparently I've got loads of pepper. I'm just not reading it right. So, in the end, after doing that, after adding butter, salt and pepper, it is now minus a hunger of minus 20, a minus boredom of 4, and a minus unhappiness of 14. Now, I could add tinned food to that. In fact, I could add some carrots. So it's now 22, minus 1 thirst, minus 4 boredom, and minus 19 unhappiness. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Where's Santa in PZ? And what is he, a zombie? Is he going to turn up? Because this is actually the first time I've played through to Christmas. So, am I going to get a random deer attack? Deer aren't in the game, unfortunately. But the animals are coming. And so are communities. So, you will have wandering NPCs that aren't zombies. Which I know what I need to do first. I need to put in this cooler my meat, just to make sure it doesn't get, it's less likely to go off in there. Good cooking magazines, yeah, they need to go in the things. So cooking is a survival trait, so it goes in there. 1 and 2, they go in there. Any duplicates I can, just use as firewood, or I can actually use books and magazines to light and fuel fires. Let's try stir fry tomorrow. Stir fried rabbit for Christmas lunch. Oh, and Bella's let herself in. Hey, Belle. You're right. She's now messed with my green screen. There she goes. Thanks a lot for that. Now, Twigs and where have you gone? Oh, there you are. Hello. She's gone around the back of my green screen. And she has ruined my green screen, hasn't she? Like, yeah, there we go. Twist it over there. Right, there we go. You, monkey. Stop playing with my green screen, you. There she goes. Oi, leave it alone. What are you doing, you monkey? It's a good job all the rubbish has gone from behind there. Right, so we're cooking. Yeah, good girl, aren't you, Belly Boo? Yeah? Actually, I am not cooking anything because I didn't put it on. There we go. Let's stroke the dog. Keep the dog happy. Hello. Good girl. Well, it's the thing. I could use the fireplace. But I've got a lot of stuff out here anyway, so it's like, does it cook quicker? Have you ruined my green screen again, Bella? And she's just settled down behind it. That's all right. Cool. So I'll just wait for our roast to cook, and then we will sort out the back of the van. And then I think we're going to have to head into town. And take some snacks with us. Oh, that's cooking a lot quicker than I thought. It's burning. Grab it. Turn the fire off. Put out the fire. There we go. And then I'm actually going to try and experiment. Because that's 28. I'm actually going to eat half of it. See how my hunger goes. Because it says I'm peckish rather than really hungry. No, fine. So we've got some food with us. Let's get rid of the book. Empty the van. I'm actually going to drop these bits over here on the floor, because then I can just sort out everything that turns up. No, I don't either, but you know, it's a thing. Oh, and Bella's now left me. I can now shut the door. We should make her mind up and either stay or go. Should she stay or should she go? Right, so that's that one. So, is that a thing? Or is that just a bad glitch on the... no, it is actually on the screen. Right, okay. Cool, right. Let's go with looting all. There isn't actually anything behind my green screen apart from a wall. At some point that wall's just going to be painted the same colour as my green screen. Then I won't need it. Lots of books, lots of food, this is good, a couple of baseball bats. Right, now the van, I'm actually going to leave in the back of the van, make sure I haven't picked any up, is the axes of baseball bats and the spears and the gas cans. Now the reason for that is that in the event that I get heinously caught, I've done it again. Turn my lighter on. So if I get heinously caught out by Z's, then I've got some backup weapons, which happened to us last week, I think. Right, so in our backpack we have an Angular magazine. There we go. Volume 2, which is unread, so I might as well read it before I put it in the shelf. Quick read, snappy. Make that snappy, there we go. So, Angular magazine's now read. Cooking, that can go in there. So, I've got baking pans galore. Electronics and electricity in the other shelf. Got some electric wire. And garbage bags. A cuddly toy. No, not a cuddly toy. This isn't the generation game. Tailoring goes in there because that's not a survival. Okay, so I've got one. I'm missing tailoring 3. Trapping is the other one. Oh, I think I've actually got trapping 3. Yeah, there is the advanced. I've got lots of copies of that. Graham crackers, cigarettes. So this is all food, baking, cooking, and other bits and bobs. So the first one I've got in here, I've got my antidepressants and my decent bandages. I've got alcohol wipes in there. Any other first aid gear? No. Okay, so next one along is random stuff. So hunting knives, kitchen knives, the garbage bags. I'm going to put the oven mitt in there, the wire. What else? The electric wire, that can all go in there. There we go. Still got the cooking book. The muffin tray. Have you seen the muffin tray? Have you seen the muffin tray? The muffin tray. Baking pans, that sort of thing. They can go in the corner drawer, which is that one, which oddly enough has a saw in it. This isn't working. There we go. That's better. No other things like that. So in the other side, sugar, peanut butter, pancake mix, marmalade, marinara, mac and cheese, chips of cereal, canned tomato, sardines, that was it. Brown sugar, beer. Oh, some of it can go in there, the rest of it can go in here, I hope. Oh, so I think it's probably easier if I just do that. And just, yeah, so we don't want the cigarettes. Oh, for God's sake, I am absolutely... I keep saying I don't have a lot of food, but then all of a sudden I keep finding that I do actually have a ton of the stuff. Ah, because it was all under the sink all along. There you go. All of that, apart from that, that and that. Don't want that in there. And the brown sugar, all of that in there. Right. Oh, really? I used to play trumpet. Well spotted, Joe. Well spotted. Indeed. And super you are, sir. Right, this other tap. It's going to dump on the floor here. At some point I might have to create a box. Cooking volume 2. That can go in the shelves. That. I'm going to put the graham crackers in my main inventory. Because at some point I'm going to eat them. Right, so let's grab everything here, apart from the axe, baseball bat, spears. What was that about? Why did he just suddenly... Right, so, let's try it again. Let's grab all of this, apart from the axe, the baseball bat, the crafted spear, the gas cans, and all of that can go in my backpack. That sounds like, I'm pretty sure the Amazon Prime guys just turned up. Several meat cleavers, that's good. A pipe wrench, Value Tech radio. Might have to wash that jacket before I can use it for anything. Oh, I've got 3 leather jackets, that's good. And the pasta can go in my main inventory, and then that's us good to go. Because the 2 gas cans give us the ability to refuel our car, should we need it. What are we going to put on the floor? Let's just put the jackets there. And the pipe wrench and the Value Tech. I can always... Now, I say I can always find this stuff again, and it's like, you know what it's like. If you don't organise things in this game, it becomes really difficult to actually find them. I think that's everything. No, me neither. Supertone. I haven't. I used to play guitar, can play a little bit of piano. I was never any good at either of those 2 things, but grade 5 on the trumpet, played in different bands at school, that kind of thing. Cooking, fishing, farming, and the rest of the stuff can go over here. So that's that, and that. I'm not actually doing anything with mechanics and metalwork. Oh, we've got some nice cleavers. I'll put those in them in the corner. For some reason that's not working for me today. Oh, I've actually broken out into a sweat. There we go, look at that. Right, so like I said, corned beef, sardines, and the other one, which I can no longer remember. Tuna, I think it is. You don't need a can opener, but it's always worth having one in your inventory just in case. Gonna eat the graham crackers. Oh, the pasta can go in there and all. Don't need pasta. Crisps are always a good one. I'm actually going to eat corned beef. There goes Mr. Prime. Oh, I think I just heard my name. Okay, so we are full. Right, so let's go on a raid. Oh no, it's late at night. Took too long. No, don't use the lighter again. God's sakes. It's so inbuilt to press F to use stuff because I've been playing so much Warzone this week. So it's like infuriating. Because all it's doing is it's bringing up my lighter. Right, so we've still got some rabbit to eat, so we can have a Christmas rabbit meal. It's got some tree brush stones. What else do I need to do? I think that's about it for the moment. So I think what we'll actually do is we'll have a croc. Oh, I've done it again. No sooner have I said what I'm doing wrong. So cooking volume 2, read. It's a shame you can't sit down and read, isn't it? Let's get that out of the way. Oh, I need to check my traps, don't I? Check my traps. It's the right time of night to check traps. Let's not press F, let's press E. Because I've still got some carrots left. No, they haven't. They were working on it pre-multiplayer, from what I understand. But what happened is that kind of got in the way, and it all sort of like interlinks and touches this, that, and the other. So it's all a bit up in the air at the minute. So they haven't given a release date for it. I imagine it would be this year, though. The way that they've built it is that survivors will have their own lives off screen. So, and what they've alluded to is that the oh no, that's still got bait in it. That's okay. Still got bait in it. Okay. So what they've alluded to, and I've told this story before, is that you come across a survivor and he may not want to join your community, and it might be a trust thing. And the way that they've said this is that off screen he was part of a different community, and someone in that community caused the death of his wife, which is why he's distrustful of communities. You also might come across like crazies that just want to shoot you. I mean, that was what happened in Super Survivors. Now, Super Survivors was a mod which basically did exactly what they're trying to do, pretty much. But the Super Survivors were a bit less useful. The idea is you build up a community, and these characters have specific jobs. So you might have one that does all the farming. You might have another one that does all of the foraging. You might have one that does all of the base defense and all of that kind of thing, or depending on their traits, I guess. But that's all guess. That's all up in the air. That's what I would like. That's what Super Survivors kind of did. So you say, go and do some fishing, go do some foraging. This one does foraging, that one does fishing, this one does carpentry and building and that kind of thing. So it'd be more of a case of having a weapon, but then if they've also got a gun and they're using it to shoot you. And this is something that actually came across in Super Survivors in First Aid, having a pair of tweezers. Yeah, now at the moment, if you get bitten by a zombie, because I'm playing in builder mode, so it's a more relaxed experience, you're less likely to die from being bitten. So what happens is, with that, you disinfect the wound, bandage it up, and after a while, you're fine and dandy. The bite or the scratch or the laceration has healed and you're fine. With a bullet wound, you need to do all of that, but you need the tweezers to pull the bullet out first. And then you may even have to use the suture needle and some thread to stitch your wound up before you disinfect it and bandage it. So I'm looking at myself over there rather than the camera. I keep doing that. That's really rude. I'll have to stop it. And so that's the way that used to work. And I only found that out by playing Super Survivors. And it was great, you know. It's all of a sudden you come across someone with an Uzi and they start shooting at you, and they're like, "Great!" And all you've got is a pea shooter back. So let's drink because we're thirsty. Drink. Continue reading the cooking book to increase the XP that we get from actually performing cooking tasks, which increases our knowledge of cooking, which means we create better meals. So let's speed that up. Hopefully we won't get nobbled by a wayward Z. And tomorrow we're going to strike out. I'm actually going to try and find a needle. I just don't know where I'm going to find the needle. That's the thing. Now the nearest town, of course, is West Point. Most of the way through the book. Tired, peckish, thirsty. Only 1 hour until it's Christmas Day in Project Zomboid. There we go. And there it is. Merry Christmas in Project Zomboid. Let's eat a hearty meal of fresh cooked rabbit meat and carrots roast. There we go. Let's eat that. And celebrate. I'm actually going to celebrate with a beer. There we go. Yeah, because you know that's going to be a thing, right, Joe? You're going to go, "Hey, you over there, I'm going to shoot you," bang, and then about 5,000 zombies turn up to greet you. Alright, so I do actually have a bottle of beer. I'm going to drink it. There we go. I'm celebrating Christmas. There we go. So I now have an empty bottle. And I'm now 3 sheets to the wind. So I better have a drink of water, because that actually increases your thirst. Beer and alcohol gets rid of your hunger but increases your thirst. And obviously increases your tiredness as well. So hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep. I'm still waiting for the zombies to respawn, you know. I have to fight my way out of the bedroom. Assuming I actually don't get nobbled in the first place. Get the hell out of Dodge. Yeah, quite. Now is a good time to check my traps. Early morning. The early bird catches the wascally wabbit. So let's dive down there. It's slightly foggy. Foggy will affect foraging, of course. God, is that an hour of gameplay already? Good grief. Just follow the tree lines. Could really use some worms. I really need to get my dig on, but there we go. Still got bait. That one hasn't, by the looks of it though. That one, the bait is out of it. Those wascally wabbits have actually stolen my bait. You swines. Right, so Let's grab something to eat on the go and have a quick plan. So, needles then. Any ideas where I might find one of those? Because I haven't found one so far. It can be awkward. It can be. It does take get a bit of getting used to. If you're playing it on PC. Supertone, didn't you start using a controller for it? Let's check the van's actually empty other than the bits that I want. Yeah. We see another van. We might actually take it. So, no, transfer the petrol and that. Yeah. Whereas I've just been using keyboard and mouse forever. I'm not really a console player. That's the thing. I don't really play console games. Although I do have a PS4, the only games that I've played on it are games like Uncharted. Well, if he likes the game, I mean, it's a shame that it's a case of that he's playing it and he's struggling with the controls. That's just a bit unfortunate, but because like having to splash out on a controller as well if he doesn't already have one, you know. But if he is sort of like that sort of person that gets on better with controllers, then maybe it's maybe a thing for him. Or her. You've got him. Right, let's grab something to eat on the go. Let's grab some bullets to eat. No, let's not eat bullets. That's bad. Grab some chips. There we go. We'll take a couple of bags of chips. I'm actually going to get rid of that book. Cooking. Carrots can go in my backpack. I said in my backpack. Thank you. About time. And it is officially Christmas Day. Right, so let's plan this slightly better than I usually do. Need to find a needle now, but not a suture needle. I need to find another needle. Right, so last week we raided these houses around here. And we struck out. Now previously, on my previous playthrough, this is where I scavenged. I think I've been down here as well. I think I did this area the week before that, which means I think I'm left. I think I've been down here too. And then we're sort of like in town pretty much. Now I think this might be the area to go for. So if I come all the way down come down from here, down this road, follow all the way down until we get to the white fence there, which is where I usually turn right, isn't it? And I usually went out here, down here, cleared out all of that. So yeah, so I get to the white fence there, turn right, just go all the way to the end and see whether that gets us into trouble. Now, it might do because I seem to remember taking all the zombies that way before. So, and then we'll try and search around these houses down here. I think I've actually maybe I have been down here already. Or maybe I haven't. Let's find out. So, let's see if my car starts for a start. This side. I was getting the wrong side. Like I say, I'm after a new vehicle. Just this one's... I've actually done some mechanics on this. I actually put the lights in. Stole some of the lights out of one of these vehicles down here, for which you need a screwdriver. And basic... you need to read the lane's magazines. Steady on. I hate the fog in... I hate the fog in real life, let alone in games. Driving in it's a nightmare. Then you get less warning when a zombie's going to try and... Yeah, indeed. Alright, okay. Nice to see you again, Joe. Thanks for dropping in on the chat. And enjoy. Happy Project Zomboiding. Live long and survive. That's what we do. Because prospering isn't a thing. Right, so turn down here. That gets us onto the concrete. And we start seeing Z's down this way now. Now the problem with the fog is I'm less likely to see the Z's when they turn up. Running them over damages the vehicle, but if they're already down and you run them over, it will damage the tyres. And I would like to keep the vehicle going for as long as I possibly can, so I don't get stuck out in the middle of nowhere. Although here I don't think it's so much of a problem. I haven't got too far to travel back to my home base. It just means I don't have a vehicle. Right, so we should start seeing Z's around here. And the car has just died. What did I just say about the car cutting out on me? Oops. Sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry. Oh, God. Again, this is the problem with trying to navigate in the fog. You don't see things turning up. In fact, it might actually be a bad idea. I was kind of expected the fog to have lifted by now. Which makes me wonder if, I mean, because obviously my visibility is impaired. What about the Z's? Are their visibility impaired, or can they still see through the fog? See, they only seem to be reacting to the noise of the van. Alright, so all the way down to the white fence. Not quite there yet. Try not to fall in there. Okay. Let's try it. No alarm, that's good. Could be Z's though. I know I'm pretty sure there was one behind me when I parked up. Pickles! That's what you need. Eat the pickles. Roasting pan. Score! Olive oil and vegetable oil. Not seen those before. Let's loot them. Not particularly... I don't need the things. I can just drink out of the tap because the tap will still have water in it, just about. Not a lot of food. Maybe I'll pick... Oh, there's canned sardines. There we go. I'm just going to loot the lot. I might as well take the can opener as well. Right. Batter up. toolbox. The toolbox has nothing in it. Broom, not particularly useful. Toilet. Antidepressants, yes, we'll definitely have those. Thank you. There's an upstairs to this house. Right, so one of the things that I've been trying to find as well, but I've not quite so urgently, is a sledgehammer. And that's so I can take the stairs out in a house. Now the sledgehammer is really useful because it can destroy the stairs, and then you have you basically, what you do is you open a window, put a rope ladder out or a sheet rope out, and then you take out the stairs, and then you can get up and then via the sheet rope, but the zombies can't, and they can't get upstairs because you've taken the stairs out. So not like the zombie films where they all decide to pile up on top of one another. Oh, rope, nails. I suppose it's all useful to a degree. Magazine, not so useful. Scrap electronics, don't care. Box of jars. Box of jars. The problem with jars is you actually need the lids. But that's, you use those for pickling, basically. So, first aid I've got. Fishing I think I've got. But I'll take that anyway. Just on the off chance I don't. No, okay, fine. Ooh. Eyes makeup. Sewing kit. Oh, it's only got thread in it. That's disappointing. But I think this might be the area. I think this might be the place. I think we're going to do better. Yeah. Brown hair dye. A razor. Let's try the next house and hope that... Right. And this is one of the things that kind of annoys me about this game is... Take that. And that. Don't need the basement cap. Is that even though the electricity's gone out, the alarms still work. Hello. You've got a spear sticking out of you. Going to stand on his chest and take on the other one, which has a cone on his head. Is he celebrating Christmas? He's celebrating Christmas. He's got a coloured party hat. What? Oh my god. It's Christmas Day. He's got a party hat on. Fantastic. Oh, look. Oh, he was well equipped. He's got a wooden spear. Which is different from what I usually have. Which is a crafted spear. Does the same kind of damage. I'll take the ammo strap. What are my boots looking like? Well, boots aren't in bad condition, to be honest. How about that? That's just a bit odd and a bit weird, but in a good way, you know? When I say all of it, I don't mean the shovel, the carrots, the saw, the water bottles, the trowel, keeping the trowel. I don't like to put the chips in there either. Or the meat cleaver. The rest of it can go in there though. Unbelievable. That's just bizarre. So it's like because there are kind of special events and that kind of thing, based on the days. So that's quite odd. It's fun. it's the treat for playing the game for a long period of time. That's what it's. Coloured party. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it because I'm weird like that, I suppose. I found it. It's mine. Power up. Into the kitchen. I keep wondering whether it's worth taking the rotten food and just putting it in my dumpster. So those are in my thingy. Canned beans, dead mouse. Take those. Leave the dead mouse because it's rotten. Cereal, mac and cheese. Leave all. Thank you. Nothing there. That cupboard is bare. Dish towel. Don't need dish towels. Good cooking. Carpentry volume 1. Have I got electricity? I've probably got electricity volume 1, but never mind. Let's check the other one out. That has a value tech radio in it. We'll take that because that's electronics and we can dismantle electronics. Oh look, the doors are open. Vitamins. We'll take the vitamins. I suspect if doors are open, I may have been through this property already. Empty bucket. Yeah, we'll have that. Thank you. Not worried about other things. A bandana. Headphones again, electronics. A shell suit, fire hazard trousers. Let's go upstairs. Mirror. Cooking. I've got cooking volume 3. Let's just snag it anyway. Foundation, toothbrush. Let's have a drink. Hungry, thirsty. What can we eat? Cereal. Let's eat the cereal. Oh, my trousers aren't in very good condition. Yet we still have not found a needle. A sewing kit with a needle. It's actually got a needle in it. Thank you very much. About bloody time. Is that second week in a row? Ooh. Definitely having them. Light around matches. Thank you very much. They'll go in here. Suit pants, not interested. Score. I consider my life almost fulfilled if only I could find a sledgehammer. There are sheds out the back. In fact, that's where I'm going. I'm going shedding. Ah! What the hell? The zombie just tripped me over. Have that. How dare you trip me over? Oh look, there's a fence. There's a gate. There's a road. There's a garage door that I can't open. And no window. But there is a zombie. But he's now dead. Open. Maybe these ones don't open. Or they have to be pre-opened or something. Like that one. because they don't have windows. And I can't dismantle it either. That's a bit sad. Oh, there's a generator. Hammer and saw. I feel some lootage. There we go. Metal sheet. Lug wrench. Light bulb, yeah, snag those. I'm officially overloaded again now. So back to the van. Incoming Z. Right, let's get stuff in the back of the van. Alright, so now I'll just go down the back of those houses. Hello. It's three. I've attracted some attention. Here he comes. Do you know what? You've got a really nice leather jacket. And because I'm using a blunt weapon, I'm not actually damaging the jacket. So I can actually take that. Oh, thank you very much. My word, madam, you're not wearing a lot. You look a bit cold. Let me help you by hurting you. There we go. Yeah, she wasn't wearing a lot at all. Eat some of that. Right, let's get... Now we've got a clearish area. And we're less likely to get jumped on. Water, screwdriver. Let's just put that one in there. What is my character doing? Water, screwdriver, hammer, shovel, trowel, chips, carrots. The rest goes in the back of the van, along with one of the saws. Although I don't know why I'm picking saws up, because they're one of those things that doesn't have, doesn't degrade as you use it. I thought I was going to keep one of those hammers. Apparently that's not a thing. Hammer. And for some reason I don't have my cleaver either. Cleaver's vanished. Oh, it doesn't matter, I've got a hammer in there, so saw. I always keep a few tools on my character. Right, let's go check this house out. And we'll do a recce around this area up to the point where an alarm goes off, I think, at which point we are... Oh, look, there's another one with a party hat. Party hat with stars, we'll take that, thank you very much. It's just unreal. The Hunter magazine, already read. Fire paper, as it's known, fire starters. No alarms, but there's like some Crispies and money lying around. Oh, looks like someone's been in here. Playing cards. Pop, white wine, all of that. That's all good stuff. Oven mitts. Chocolate, definitely. Sugar, can of oats, we'll definitely have all of that. Chips, definitely have those. Not the TV dinner, I don't even cook that. What we got here? What's on the... Hold on. Farming, electricity, survive, lanes. I think I've got all of those, but I'll just take it anyway. Electricity volume 2. I've already got it. It's now firewood. Nothing in there. Oh, someone was reasonably well prepared. A couple of rifles and some bullets. Thank you very much. I'll take the torch as well. That's useful. Have all of that. Hello again, Bella. Bella, go on, out you go, girl. Under there, alright. Under there's fine. You stay there. She loves her daddy. Oh, what's over here? Thank you. I'll have the empty bucket. Buckets catch water. Let's dive upstairs. Again, it looks a lot like I've been here because the doors are all open. Angular magazine, got that out. You already read that. Hunter magazine, already read that. This looks like it might have been a bit of a stash house for somebody. Soap, we'll have the soap. Oh, we'll have the bandage as well. Thank you very much. Swimming trunks. Pen. Perfume. Oh, that's the top floor of this one done. Let's grab a drink. I like the fact that there's money strewn all over the place. Drink. Right, so we've been in that shed because it's open. Been in that house, been in this house. Well, I actually found almost everything we wanted. Couldn't open this one. Let's see if we can open that one. And then raid this house over here. Oh, that one is open. But there's a ton of zombies. Is it worth the fight, I ask myself. Probably not. Let's see if we can raid anywhere else. Offload everything again. Because again, doing really well for stuff. Get rid of the rifles. There's an M14. Should help our overload problem, so we're in a better position to fight. Looks like there's some sheds on this side of the road. We might actually try those. Right, it's 2:30. Normally I'd end my stream around now, but I think we'll carry on till 3. Oh, I need to put the bucket in there as well. Pretty devoid of zombies, which is good. I mean, there's not a huge amount, and I'm wondering whether that's because previously, whilst I was here, I sort of did a Piper impression with my van. Looks like I might have been here as well. Or not, as the case may be, because there's an axe, some duct tape. It would be rare for me to leave something like that behind. A fitness contraption. Interesting. And an empty tin can. Can I grab that? Put it in the back of my van? Bet it's heavy. Oh yeah, that's well heavy. So at this point, 15 zombies turn up. I'll take that back to the house and see what's and put it up and see what it's like. Where's my van? because carrying this kind of weight hurts. You can see the heart icon going, and my health is slowly degrading. Where is it? Fitness contraption. There we go. Okay, the fitness contraption can go on the floor for the time being. We'll come back for that at a later date. I'm not desperate for fitness. The fact that I've just carried it is fitness enough, I think. Right, let's try this other one. Plank. To be fair, I keep planks in my shed as well. Oh, there wasn't anything else in there worth nicking. It's getting to the point where we're either going to sleep the night, or the alarm's about to go off and we're going to do a runner. Really? Okay. Let's try a side window. No alarm, that's good. Let's raid the kitchen. Books, magazines. I'm good for foraging. I'm not sure about carpentry though. Snag that one. Have a quick tickle on the ivories. Rotten chicken. Lunchbox with some coke in it. Or a pop some. Back and grab those. They're useful. Saucepan, grab that. That's all going in the wrong inventory. Mac cheese, vinegar. What just happened? I just double clicked it, didn't I? I'm now using a saucepan as a weapon, I think. Yep, I am. Okay, so not a lot of food. That's that. Okay, let's loot the nails. Let's grab them. Never known nails to look like boxes on a shelving unit before, but what the heck? Dive upstairs. There's actually a front door to this place, wasn't there? And it's actually locked. I came in via a window. So let's close the curtains. Yeah, don't. Now that you've given it the kiss of death, Super Tone. We've got some. There we go. See, told you, kiss of death. That's the house keys. We'll grab those. Oh, you had to say it, didn't you, Super Tone? Painkillers, thank you very much. Nails. Drink. A closed umbrella. Leather gloves. Oh, now those I could use. Duffel bag without in it. Right, it's like 8 o'clock. Do I just hunker down for the time being? Got carrots. So I could eat something. Do I risk it? Carrot salad from random vegetables. Yay. So at least there's something to eat. Take the edge off of it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think I'm reasonably safe where I am. I'm actually going to hold off here. Did I see somebody? No, somebody dead. That's good. Nothing to read. Going to speed up time. Wait till the daylight turns up. Thirst is not a problem. Bored, just waiting for the daylight to turn up. There we go. Give it another 30 minutes. It's better. Have a drink. Get rid of the thirst problem. Eat some carrots. Am I out of carrots? Oh no, the worst has happened. My carrot supply has diminished. Hello, we've got unfriendlies outside. On to the next house, see if we can find something to eat quick. Although this looks like a bit Spartan. Speaking of Spartans, has anyone been watching Halo? I'm attracting some unwanted attention. Not to worry though. Go out and make myself something to eat quick. Bowl of oatmeal. Oh, that's fair enough. Hello, they've just broken through. How dare you disturb my oatmeal breakfast? very rude of them. These zombies have no manners, you know. Now, I know there was another one. Hasn't broken through. Again, I think there's a group, there's a gaggle down there, there's a gaggle of zombies. What do you call a collection of zombies? Is gaggle suitable, you know? Ooh, my van's full. That's actually a good sign. Means I can't pick up too much more, which is good. Quite a lot of that is food, which is good. I've got party hats, yay! It's quite a nice mix of stuff there, has to be said. Can I get the food in there? No. That'll have to go into the non-driver's seat. The one that I'm currently sitting in. So what we can do, keep the can of oats, saucepan, trapping, those can go in there. Get rid of the one of the screwdrivers as well. The one that's in good conditions. Don't tend to use a screwdriver as a weapon. As I'm in good condition. Can you shut the door for me, Boo, when you get a chance? I'm going to try and take these Z's on. Thank you. Okay, got a couple incoming. Using the technique of walking backwards. Oh my god. There's a few more there than I'd anticipated. I think that's time to leave and go home. I think that's the best course of action at this point, don't you? Goodbye. It was nice to meet you all. Raid your houses for stuff. I'm actually going the wrong way, aren't I? Oh, come on. As soon as I can turn right, there we go. Or left, even. Yeah, this looks good. There are many things that I can do. But take on a horde that size is not one of them. Right, now there is... Oh, I still remember that being no good. Where am I? I'm officially lost. Well, kind of lost. Let's go with that. I kind of know where I am. Oh, there's a nice car. Although admittedly it won't be very nice once I've finished with it. Well, let's just pause the game there for a second. See if I can work out where I am. And I think I'm here. I think I've just been sort of like down around these houses here, so I'm up against this wooden fence. So if I go up here, turn right, and then go up there, I should be on my way home. So if I go continue this way, it's all handy having a map. I'd go this way, take the next left. I should be on my way home. Well, famous last words, of course. Let's avoid the zombies. Let's see if we can go around the houses. Let's take the next left. Hello. Then I just want those the people are trying to avoid. Take the next right. Oh, there's some cars there. Look. Keep going. Is that right? Oh, where am I? Went through there. Up there. That's that road at the end. Okay, alright, fine. Fine. I am officially lost. Let's go with that. Oh, no, alright, yeah, I recognise those two cars there, so this is the right way. Right, okay, good. Right, we're back on track. Whoops. Oh no. Got a limp. It's bad. I'm bleeding out. This is not good. That was scary. Need to drink. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Where's my weapon? I dropped it. Oh no. Oh no, just drop that. That's bad. I'm fluffing everything. Equip both hands. That's what I meant to do. When I was running away from the other zombies, I dropped my... I can't die on Christmas Day. It's not. It's Boxing Day. I have to try and get back to my van. dirty bandage. Remove that. Oh, there's another one coming. I'm going to need the bandages. This isn't good. And my spear's broken. I need to get back to the van. Because all of my weapons are in the back of the van. Alright, so I've got 2 coming. I've no idea. I don't remember. Painkillers would be really useful at the moment. It's not going to be easy. I think the best thing I can do is sort of head back to town and try and make a base. This isn't looking favourable. Question is how far back was my van? Will it start? Will I be able to get it going again? Right, so I'm using the trees to my advantage. The zombies that saw me, there was a pack of 3 of them, they saw where I was. Right, so it wasn't as far as that car, it was further up, wasn't it? Oh, there it is. There's my crowbar. I dropped it because they were able to back with my trusty. I now have a weapon. I now have the access to the van. Thankfully it's not too far outside some houses just off to the right. Can of oats, take that, that's important. Everything else we can leave and come back for, but I do need the painkillers. Alright, is it worth trying to start the van? First off, let's sort out my bandage. That's bad, less rated in bleeding. Painkillers, take pills. Thing is the van kept stopping and starting, so I think the van has had it. Engine, 0%. Yep. Engine's gone. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do the smart thing. Out the back. I'm going to grab some gas. And hopefully this house here is going to be my new base of operations. Because I've got access to the food from the van and weapons from the van. There's an upstairs there. But the priority now is to find a working car. Close the curtains. Clear the upstairs. And that's where we're leaving it for this week. Because it's 3 o'clock, that's 2 hours. So, next week we're looking for food. Looking for a car. Oh my god. That couldn't have gone much worse. I've got an axe in my back. I've got a gas can. I've got food for the minute. Struth. How bad was that? Oh, dear. My heart is absolutely going for it. And you can tell I was in a mad panic because I fumbled everything. It's like, yeah, I need to equip the spear. At which point I dropped it. It's like, no. Oh my god. That was insanely tense. I don't want my character to die on Boxing Day. Oh god. So yeah, next week, hunting for a car to save my soul. And then grab all the gear out the back of my van, of course. Because it's like, oh, thank God I've got his Bank Holiday Monday tomorrow. I think I'm going to need that to recover. Good grief. Like I say, unbelievable. It's all fine, and then all of a sudden, the van died, and that was the end of it. It was like, and I knew I wasn't going to get it to move any further because it kept cutting out, and it does that. The key comes out of the ignition, and it's like I knew the only thing I could do was actually leave. Oh, okay, all right, fine. I'll be here. I won't be visiting my mother because she's. Should we get a card? Obviously, with flowers. That'll be sent to her because like my family's over an hour away from where I am, and petrol's bloody expensive at the minute, and she won't mind. So yeah, but yeah, I'll be here 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon, and trying to survive in an urban environment, surrounded by zombies, with nothing but a broken car and there was crowbar. I should just rename my character to Gordon Freeman. Let's face it. Yeah, nice one. Right, anyway, hope you all have a wonderful week, and as I will endeavour to do my best as well, and I will see you next week, 1 o'clock, Sunday afternoon, for the continuing adventures of my character, and whew, I need to sit down. Well, I am sitting down, it's too late for that. Don't forget, Facebook, Twitter, even if it is now owned by Elon Musk, Facebook and Twitch, YouTube, blah blah blah. Check out my old videos and donate at Patreon. Thank you so very much for joining us. Thank you to Joe. Thank you to Supertone Man. Thank you to Trollmart. And to everyone else who's watched my stream today. I'd also like to say thank you to those people who have recently joined my channel. Thank you very much for signing up. It means a lot to me. And I hope you're enjoying my content. But until next week, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Yes, more coffee. Thank you very much. I certainly need some of that.